Hello, bad guys.
Many people have tried to create the story of the devil in an entertaining and enlightening way. The producers of the TV show Lucifer are no different, only that they had an entirely different approach to the concept of the fallen angel, and they made the fans see the devil in a different light. They certainly did a good job with the show, as they had many viewers glued to their screens and heartbroken when the show was canceled. In fact, the show is so good that at its core, fans won't let even the tiniest details skip their eyes. And trust me, these tiny details are the best part of the series. Today, we're going to show you things only real Lucifer fans have noticed. Before we go on, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, ring the little bell, and turn on post notifications for this channel, as you don't want to miss out on our exciting content. First on our list, you hear of shows and movies based on comic books, and they are mostly about superheroes and crime fighting. Well, Lucifer has some crime fighting, so this allows the fact that it was based on a comic book to make perfect sense. Lucifer is based on a comic book character from 1989. The original source material was created by Neil Gaiman and released by DC Comics. However, there is a slight difference between the comic book and the actual series. Of course there would be. The comic books are considerably darker and more philosophical than the series, not because the writers chose to do so, but mostly because a truly accurate adaptation of the comics would have called for a budget that Fox would have never coughed up. Well, the writers did try to make the characters more relatable. In the comic, Lucifer's character is more selfish, arrogant, and ignorant of human emotions. But in the series, he's quite different. He displayed some selfish traits, but it was quite obvious that he was working towards being a better person and building relationships with humans. Lucifer's character in the comics was more like a nomad, moving through different dimensions where he comes across different beings who are not exactly humans. In all, the similarities start and stop with the name of the character. Ellis looks nothing like the comic book version. Up next, did you know that Tom Ellis wasn't the right character for the role? Yep, Gaiman based Lucifer's look on the legendary David Bowie. This wouldn't have been a bad idea either, but I'm pretty sure we are all grateful that Ellis played this role, and he has left his unique mark on this beast. Ellis made the character better, and he even made a drastic change to the character that made him all around enjoyable. Did you know that Lucifer's accent wasn't originally British? For a typical Los Angeles citizen, Lucifer got a befitting American accent, but after trial and error with the written dialogue, Ellis felt that his character was coming off as more of a jerk than he wanted. The character was supposed to be sarcastic and charming, so he decided to go with a British accent. In an interview, Ellis said, "I tried with an American accent and he sounded bad. In America, basically, you say whatever you like, reprehensible things, and if you've got a British accent, you can say pretty much anything and get away with it. They think it's incredibly charming." He also added that saying evil things in a British accent sounds mischievous, whereas saying evil things in an American accent sounds like the comment section on Twitter. I don't think anyone would take him seriously when he stares deep into their eyes and says, "Hey, what do you desire, buddy?" in an American accent. That just defiles the power of his mojo. That was certainly the best choice to make Lucifer charming yet scary at the same time. It's hard to imagine the devil with anything but that accent. Next up, I bet you didn't know that these Los Angeles loving cast members didn't actually film the rest of the second seasons of the show in Los Angeles. Except for the pilot episode, every other episode after that was filmed in Vancouver, British Columbia. However, from the third season onwards, production shifted to Los Angeles, and the series has been since filmed on location in California, with large parts of it filmed in the Warner Brothers studio. Here is a fun fact. It is actually while filming in Vancouver that the production team discovered Tom Ellis's singing ability. They were all out one night at a karaoke bar and Tom got up to sing. So yes, in case you were wondering whether Lucifer actually played the piano and gave us those melodious songs at Lux, I'm here to tell you that he did. His songs are always gentle. They set a tone for the episode, and the piano ballads tend to foreshadow an emotional journey that is about to take place. He explained how he got to do the musicals on the show in an interview. "The cast and crew were having a karaoke night out in Vancouver, and I got up to belt out a song. The producers didn't know I could sing, so they decided to work it in an episode in the first season. However, at the time he began to sing on the show, he didn't know how to play the piano. He revealed that he was only responsible for the songs as he never really learned to play the piano. As time progressed, he started to play the piano and he posted videos of him working out the keys and flexing his pipes." Ellis comes from a family with a big musical background. His mother was a music teacher and he grew up playing the trumpet and French horn. Up next, just like most shows and movies based on comic books, Lucifer had a lot of crime-solving activities, especially with Detective Decker. Well, here's a fact. Lucifer wasn't meant to be a consultant for the LAPD. Tom Ellis revealed in an interview that the series was originally supposed to be about the devil living in LA and interacting with seedy characters. He described Lucifer's crime-solving involvement as a happy accident. Now, it is sort of hard to think of Lucifer in a different light from solving crime cases, although it is quite an interesting thought when you think of him acting more like the fallen angel. If the show had been more about the devil, Lucifer would have been more devilish and less relatable. In other words, the original Lucifer, according to the comics, and even the devil we all know about, is more manipulative and crass, rather than the one we all love now and just want to give a hug. This is a classic case of the devil you know is better than the devil you don't know. Next up, this may not majorly be in the show, but part of the ship, part of the crew, right? Tom Ellis may play Lucifer and in fact be the lead actor of the show, but at home, no one really cares he's on TV. During an interview, Ellis revealed that his kids don't care who he plays on TV. He said, "My kids are the least impressed about any work that I do," which is quite amusing. Time and time again, if I'm on the telly, I'll go, "Look, it's Dad on the telly," and they will sort of look up, give it a cursory glance, and then carry on with what they're doing because it really doesn't faze them at all. Ellis is a father of 3 girls, and like they always say, 3 is a crowd. And for Ellis, 3 is a tough crowd. Up next, from what we have all heard, and with the way the devil has been described to us, Tom Ellis's pretty face doesn't in any way come close to what the actual beast looks like. As the show progresses, we go on to see Tom Ellis's real face as Lucifer, and boy was it hideous. His face was an integral part of his personal and literal journey among humans. He would use his demonic features as a form of punishment, scaring the most reprehensible of criminals he came across as a civilian consultant with the LAPD for life by showing them a flash of his scarred face and red fiery eyes. According to Tom Ellis, the grotesque face and eyes are all achieved through the phenomenal advancements of technology. The actor simply has to wear a bald cap and put tracking dots across his face, and the rest is done through motion capture and CGI. Good thing we have technology because no makeup artist would have been able to make a clean face beat for the look. Up next, here's one thing you certainly didn't notice. If you are a fan of Lucifer, I take it that you like movies and TV shows that deal with the unknown, the supernatural. Well, if you have seen the long-running show Supernatural, you may have an idea of what I mean. Speaking of the supernatural, did you know that Eric Kripke's Supernatural predicted the arrival of Lucifer? Here's how. The show Supernatural welcomed Lucifer with a joke. In season 11, episode 10 of Supernatural, The Devil in the Details, Supernatural's Lucifer, played by Mark Pellegrino, joked that if he ever got out of his cage in hell, he would move to Los Angeles to solve crimes. Does that ring a bell? Fans of Eric Kripke's Supernatural might have been surprised 5 days later when Lucifer's first episode landed on Fox and showed the demon as a club owner in Los Angeles and as an LAPD consultant for crime operations. What are the odds? Up next, except for the pilot episode, Tom Ellis chips in the title of every episode while acting the episode. This means every episode title was said out loud by Ellis while acting on the show. That's a wrap for today's video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you stick around for more exciting content on this channel.